Question 20. If you knew of a way to use your estate following your death to greatly benefit humanity, would you do it? And leave only a minimal amount to your family? Well, I think yes. I think I'd do it. But first we have to discuss what is a minimal amount to my family. Because I think a minimal amount surely is one that makes sure that they're going to be all right. They're going to survive. They'll be able to carry on. They're not going to die or anything. So I will leave that amount. And I live in Britain, and Britain has quite a few safety nets. The likelihood that they're going to come to a very sticky end just because I don't make them rich by leaving them my estate is very small. So a minimal amount to my family's going to be all right, I think. And they're going to be living in a better world because I have, and I quote, greatly benefited humanity by leaving my estate to it. Now, of course, at the moment, this is science fiction, because if I were to leave my estate to humanity, it wouldn't greatly benefit it because I'm not tremendously wealthy. But let's imagine that in the future, I become stupendously wealthy after I make, that video, the video which changes everything. People will say, do you remember once there was a time when people thought that videos of kittens being a little bit cute, they were amazing, and they used to go viral regularly? Yeah, I do remember that, people will say. Of course, that was before that video, the one that changed everything. So I make that video become immensely wealthy, and now I do have an estate which could potentially greatly benefit humanity. Well, I get to greatly benefit humanity. I mean, that's good, isn't it? During my lifetime, I'm going to think, all this estate that I'm building up, this is going to be worthwhile because I'm going to greatly benefit humanity. And they'll be building statues of me and naming things after me. The future's going to be great because of that video and what good they can do with my estate with the money generated by that video. So that all suggests yes. But I will say, while I'm here, that I would say that one of the biggest motivators for people to get up in the morning, work hard and build up a company and make it successful or whatever it is in their lives, it's because we do leave stuff to the next generation. Money goes down the generations from grandparents to parents, or sometimes it skips a generation to great grandchildren. It goes down the generations, not up. Grandchildren don't labour hard in order to make their grandparents rich. That's not the way the world works. People labour hard in order to leave things to the next generation. And of course, they want to leave things to their nearest and dearest, which is why I think that death duties are a really amazingly bad tax. I won't go into a huge amount of detail here, but I think they're a very bad tax for an awful lot of reasons. But one being that we want the state, the society that I live in, I want it to be structured such that people have a motivation to work hard and create an estate which they can then pass on to their sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, and the people who come after them. And that is a great motivator. And whilst they're doing that, they'll be making those companies really successful, and the state will be taxing those companies. So the state gets to benefit. Everyone gets to benefit from the success generated by this extra hard work that people put in, because they think they will, by working hard, be able to leave more money to their nearest and dearest, which they will, but it'll be taxed. So everybody wins. But if you take that motivation away by saying, oh, no, sorry, you can't leave a penny to anyone comes after you because that's giving people an unfair advantage in life, then where's the motivation to build up that company, to work hard, to get up in the morning, to do all those wonderful things that you're going to help your nearest and dearest with? If you take away that motivation, I think you're really harming society at large. So death duties I'm not a fan of. But here, do you know what? I get to greatly benefit humanity, and that outranks, some niece, nephew or son of mine, just having a few extra quid. And do you know what? What I want is the people after me to be happy. And in Britain, modern Britain, they're not going to die for lack of a bit of money. And you can be really unhappy and very, very rich. Loads of studies have been done on people who win the lottery. And a few years after the euphoria of winning the lottery, they're often back to just how miserable they were before they won the lottery. And there are some people who get ruined by too much unearned income. They don't value the money they've got. They become gamblers and alcoholics and come to a stickier end than they would have if they just hadn't been rich. So there you go. Hey, I'm going to greatly benefit humanity.